Howdy, y'all. Robert from Texas here. Do you guys want to get more creative? Well, guess what? All you gotta do is look at a plant. Yeah, no joke. Honestly, I read this book and it had a bunch of different studies in it. And there was this one chapter on creativity. And what they did in this one particular study for people to get creative, they separated two groups of people. One group was in an office setting, devoid of any kind of greenery whatsoever, just regular office furniture. Then you had another group where they had the same kind of office furniture, but they had a potted plant either like right in front of them or like to the side of them. And it didn't go into the book, didn't mention the kind of tests that they were doing, but they were creativity tests. And guess who did, or guess who was more creative? People that had a potted plant next to them. Weird. And that's all they did. They even went so far as to, a different study, they went so far as to check to see if the color had anything to do with it. The color green is a creative color. Go look at something green if you want to become creative. It is absolutely the weirdest thing. They had people, again, two groups. One group was shown a red number, like that, in a split second. Another group was shown a green number, again, in a split second. And they were told to remember that number so they could write it down later. That was kind of insequential to the test because they were doing a anagram test. Anagram is like a word puzzle. But they were showing that number really quick. And guess who remembered the number? Which group remembered the number that they were shown more often than not? People that were shown the green number. And they actually did better on those anagram tests. People that saw the green number for that split second did better on the anagram test. They were more creative. So that's interesting. But ultimately, green color, the green shrubbery, being outside, being in actual real life trees with shrubs and flowers and all that, made people more calm too. There were studies, I believe it was in Chicago, people that lived in a neighborhood that had trees, plants, flowers, shrubs, and all that stuff, reported less crime, more feeling of ease, versus people who lived like in what you would call like a concrete jungle, devoid of plants and all that. Crime rates were lower. People that saw trees, it was just the weirdest thing in the world. Just by having trees, you affected a whole community. Absolutely interesting. There was another one where people that were in the hospital, and if they had a window and they could see trees outside their window or greenery outside their window, they reported feeling better and getting healthier just by being able to see the windows. And they weren't like physically trying to look out the windows, just the window was there and they saw trees. And that was versus a group of people that didn't have access to trees from looking out the window. That same kind of study was done in prison. People who were in prison and who did have access to seeing shrubbery and trees and all that had a better general sense of well-being. They felt healthier versus those that did not have access to seeing anything other than concrete. Really, really interesting, guys. So if you guys want to get more creativity in your life, go out for a walk in the forest. Go to the park. At the least, go find a green crayon, draw yourself a green, I don't know, whatever, something green. Absolutely interesting. And I think the book actually mentions about why the green, the shrubbery, the trees and all that, why that is, why that's so, puts us in a state of creativity. And it's not so much that we get more creative because of the color green, but seeing the shrubbery and trees kind of relates to us back in the day, I guess you could say caveman days, if you will, where having trees, having shrubbery, all that reflected a positive living environment because trees and shrubs provided fruits, provided a way of living for us. So seeing that around us calmed us down, and being calm, I guess, is one of those things where it's just you're able to allow your creativity flow from you. So again, just super duper interesting. Just look at the color green. Add some color into your life, you guys. All right, and make sure it's green. All right, you guys. Hope you guys having a good day, and I will talk to you later. Bye for now.